back. Quarterback now all alone in the backfield. Play looking to throw it. On the move now. Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
This time, a completion. Pickup is 9. That's what they're looking for. Sets up a 3rd and 1 now. The quarterback appears to be changing the play. Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Pass rush closing in. Grabbed by the receiver. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. Looking to throw yet again. Running out of time in the pocket. Trying to get the throw off. And he just throws it away incomplete. Didn't see anybody open. Going to bring up 2nd down. Here comes 2nd and 10 from their 44 after that incompletion.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point.
Here he goes. Crosses the 10.
Chris, how about that? A quick slant that goes for this many yards and a touchdown? That's what's so dangerous about this quarterback and wide receiver. Quarterback puts the ball right on the money, and by doing so, look at the receiver. Catches it in stride and has all that room to run after the catch for that touchdown.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. From deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he steps out of bounds. That's an excellent return to set up the offense in good position. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Catch made on the out route. Oh, and he fumbles. The defense has got it. And they bring him down. Great play by the defense, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the play stands. What's the call here? The drive begins with excellent field position. The pass is incomplete.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Deep shot toward the end zone.
Lone coverage here, and the receiver is just waiting in the end zone all by himself. You won't see an easier touchdown catch than that maybe all season.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. With the PAT, they take a 14-0 lead. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's when they start the drive. Offense routes out onto the field, hoping to start a drive here. Now the handoff. Breaks free. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but it sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Which toward the sideline, finds the running back. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
Chris, one of the things I love about this running back, it's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. Breaking free at the 35. Gets out of bounds after a solid gain.
Boy, huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Chris, that is textbook by this defense in man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. It's an out route. The catch made. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Drop him back. He's going to throw for the first down. The receiver makes the catch. Ball carrier brought down, but a flag's on the field. Let's check out this call. So the holding call on the offense will back them up 10, and they'll try it again. One of those critical third down plays coming up. Out of the gun now on third down. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
How about that? The defense does their job on third down and long. They get after that quarterback, and now it's fourth and forever. Coverage did its part. Let's not forget about that. Buying the pass rush enough time to get after the quarterback.
It's fourth down and a long way to go, but they're going to go for it. Looking for a receiver. Bringing pressure. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. And it's broken up there. Great play. A fourth down stop.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on fourth down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that first down marker is and run that route a yard or two beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the first down. Instead, defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
Well, they spot a holding call. That'll back them up 10 yards, and they'll try it again. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Defense is coming after him. That's going to be incomplete. A first down drop here in the middle of the field.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Offense showing a bunch formation now. Looking to pass here on second down. Catch made on the right side. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. Now the offense facing a third and long from their own 41. Drop him back. They're going to throw for the first down. Looking for a deep completion. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up fourth down. Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. This will be marked down about the 25-yard line. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and he's free down the left side. Can they run him down?
Well, this is what this running back brings to the table for this offense. He's always one touch away from a huge play. And here he gets the ball, gets some space, and from there, no one's going to catch him on his way to the end zone.
Make the extra point, cut the lead to 14-7. team is out there to boot it away. Was he on the end line? Apparently not. He's bringing it out. They tackle him at the 9. That's good coverage. He should have left the ball in the end zone. So the drive begins here, backed up at their own 9. First down. They're going to throw the football. Looking downfield. That's knocked away. Defense makes a nice play. It's incomplete.
Chris, anytime a receiver runs around, he's looking to create separation for the quarterback to give him a nice target. That's always what you're going to see anytime you have a successful route. What we just saw here, complete opposite. They're lucky that ball was just knocked away.
Makes the catch downfield. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a first down. The offense really clicking against this embattled defense. Now here's the toss play. Breaks into the clear. Has the first down and more. They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45. A solid gain. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. We'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Stop right there at the line. No gain.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce that to the outside. There's just no room to run.
Looking deep to the right side. He's got it near the end zone.
Man, that's his second touchdown today. This guy's winning every one-on-one matchup this defense provides. Great job by the quarterback putting the ball where his guy can make a play on it, and he's got 2 on the board.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Okay, so here comes the offense back on the field again. Now they'll run it on the toss. Powering through. Breaks the tackle to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
Chris, you know me. I love to see defensive backs and especially corners that are willing to come up and get physical against the run game. What a job of making that play in space. No gain because of the play of that corner.
They're moving the receiver now before the snap. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. He's running out of time here. Intercepted, picked off on the defense. Not much on the return, but pick to set up the offense at the 35.
Well, for defensive backs, man, they salivate for opportunities like this. Some may only get 1 or 2 a year. He was not going to squander this chance.
Quick throw caught on the left side. Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot. Come to the line for second down and very short now. Looking for his back. Got a man open, hits him right in stride. Kicking team out for the PAT try. Extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Ball spotted at the 18-yard line. Should have just taken a knee. Makes his way on the field, ready to start the drive. 6 here after the loss. 2nd down and 11.
Well, that was definitely not what they had in mind, but look at this. Here comes the tempo again. Undeterred by the tackle for a loss.
No tackle at about the 23-yard line. Throw down coming up after that running play.
Chris, it's the consistency of this pack is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill curve.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Needs a completion here on 4th down. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
Well, this is exactly what can happen when you're overly aggressive and things go bad. Man, I get it when it's late in the game and you're trying to climb back into it. But to have a turnover on downs now, man, this one could hurt you.
Defense drops him for a loss. Tougher 2nd down on the way.
Well, sometimes these wide receiver screens, the quarterback simply needs to play the numbers game to the outside, and he can avoid these negative plays in the future. Pretty much that simple.
Looking downfield near the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone.
I'm going to give the defensive coordinator a tip of the cap here. They went with dime coverage with 6 defensive backs, which gives them a lot more speed on the field. And with those defensive backs, they're able to play better in space. They recognize the ball, step in front of it for a nice interception.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Contact as he threw it. What a catch. Heads up off the deflection. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
You know, we've seen this guy make a lot of plays, but one of the things that really stands out to me is his desire to want to come down with the ball. Here, the ball is deflected. Instead of giving up on the play, he still has that desire to come up with the catch to help his quarterback out.
Second down, we're going to throw it. A deep shot to the left side. And the deep shot falls incomplete, but wait, there is a flag on the play, so we'll check that out. So the holding call on the offense will back them up 10, and they'll try it again. Now it's 2nd down here. Quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Looks like he's going to run it. Oh, he makes the catch. Tackle made at the 23 as he gains some important breathing room.
Well, it's got to start somewhere, and there's a nice first down to keep this drive alive and hope to be able to create a little bit of momentum here near the end of the first half, trying to cut into this lead and get some points on the board.
That's a stop behind the line of scrimmage. They've got him for a 3-yard loss. Didn't expect to lose 4 in the first down run. Set up now 2nd and 14. Moves out of the pocket. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
And that is always the toughest thing for a defense. When you cover the initial routes by the receivers, but then they start their second routes adjusting to the quarterback scramble, and they're able to get open. And when you have a quarterback who can run around and buy time, it makes it so much tougher on coverage.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Tries to beat the pressure with a deep shot. It's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
Receiver in motion now. He's throwing for it on 4th down. Gets made on the out route. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop.
Listen, I get it. I know you trust your offense, and maybe this is something you thought about all week in these situations, but when it's on your side of the field like this, you got to give it a second thought, because now you're deep.
A tremendous one-handed grab.
Boy, we see more and more of this in college football. If you get the right guy in that slot, you can win the one-on-one matchups. You take some chances. Here they got the matchup that they wanted and hit it for the touchdown.
The kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Feels it near the end line. He's going to come out with it. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. First play of the drive now. They're backed up at the 12-yard line. Keeping it on the ground here. And he goes nowhere. Stopped clear behind the line of scrimmage.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging.
Getting sacked back at the 2-yard line. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Third down, backed up, looking to throw again. He's looking deep down the middle. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here.
Chris, obviously the first half has been less than stellar, to put it mildly, but this could be a jolt. This is something they can build off when they get back out here at halftime.
Now the all-important extra point. PAT is good. They cut into the lead. It's 35-14. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime of the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get it at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He's looking deep here. And this is dropped. My goodness, he was wide open, took his eyes off the football.
Boy, they are not letting up from targeting this stud receiver. He has absolutely got to be driving this defense mad, and they nearly got another big one there.
Makes the throw across the middle of the field. Oh, almost intercepted for a second time today. Couldn't quite hold on, but it brings up third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Fires it to the left side. And it's hauled in. What a catch. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Deep shot toward the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Chris, that would have been his 5th touchdown of the game if he hit that one. I'm a little surprised he didn't get it. He's been on the money today.
And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. inside the 15. Without of bounds, they'll spot the ball at the 39. Good starting field position. Trots back out on the field again. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. The pocket breaking down. Going to pull it down and run. Scoots out of bounds after a nice pickup on that running play.
Love the aggressive mindset from the play caller here on first down. Take a shot downfield. Only thing is, they're all covered. Nobody's open. He gets flushed out of the pocket, decides to run towards the boundary and gets out of bounds, and a good gain and a first down.
And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Connect with the receiver here. And it's incomplete. Tried to lob the ball up there, but doesn't connect.
Boy, this one's on the offensive line, Chris. They've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This guy's as good as there is in the country. And they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback. Either get the ball out faster, or the offensive line's got to do a better job of taking care of their guy.
Defense setting up to go against this heavy formation. Picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Again, makes it 2nd and medium. From the gun, he looks for an open man.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
PAT cuts it to a 14-point game, 35-21. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Wideout's now clustered. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50. One play, and they're already past the 40. 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. A deep shot to the left side. Downfield shot. Ball's incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make.
And he's going to heave it deep right down the middle. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
offense comes up on first down in 13 personnel. This can create some problems for a defense. Will hand it off. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
Running play goes backwards, makes it second down and 12 now. Look to throw it here on second down. He escapes the pocket. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. One step out of bounds. Defense keeps that to a very short gain.
Good awareness here by this defense, keeping their eyes on the quarterback, knowing that he's a potential threat. That time before he could get out, they keep him to a short gain.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Oh, it's picked off. What a play.
Well, your best player's got to make big plays in these kind of moments, and that's what happened right here with this defensive back. The offense in a tie game in the red zone, looking at points, and instead, the defense with the interception. In a tie game, their offense now has the ball.
Pressure is coming. And it's a throwaway. That's a good call down here in the red zone on first down.
Man, I like this play. I mean, not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Looking to pass here on second down. Looking to scramble. And he went out of bounds after a short gain on that run.
Well, he was close to getting to that corner and picking up some big yards, but the defense does a good job of getting him out of bounds.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Makes a quick catch. That's another strike from this quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against this secondary. Let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front for giving him enough time to throw.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. The return starts just inside the end zone. He's got some daylight, turning on the speed. Tackled on the play, but there is a flag down. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. And the offense backed up, beginning this drive near their own end zone. Here's the handoff. As the first down is still going. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs.
What a big game by this offense, and they're now going to kick to that up-tempo. Kind of sense that the defense is a bit on their heels, confused, looking to the sidelines. A great time to go hurry up.
He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. And that pass is incomplete. No idea who he's trying to throw it to.
From the snap of the ball, it looked like he knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. But the guy just had him blanketed, and he still tried to get the ball squeezed in there. He's got to do a better job of working through his progressions to find that open man.
Going again on 2nd and 10. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down. Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. That's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
Pass rush closing in, and he can't connect. The gamble doesn't pay off.
Chris, I totally understand why they would go for this here at this point in the game. You're down by 3 scores. We're in the second half. They felt the pressure with the possession that they had, the field position that they had. They needed to make something happen. Unfortunately, not able to come through.
So this defense finally makes a play. That's one of the few negative plays for this offense today.
Yeah, you said it, Chris. They don't have the easiest road to climb back in this one, but little plays like that can be points of positivity of what coaches will likely focus on as they move forward.
Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain here. Critical third down play for this offense right here. They'll change the pre-snap look now. That pass is no good. Incomplete to wrap up play here in the third quarter. And check out how he's been spreading the football around between his targets, getting everybody involved in this game. So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. The offense still on the field to go for it on 4th and 11. Looking for a man. Quick throw, testing the middle. The pass ball's incomplete. A big fourth down stop for this defense.
Because there are a lot of coaches out there that'll just say, hey, listen, it's the opponent's job to stop us, and they could be right. But with the game like it is right now with such a comfortable lead, I'm not sure if this was entirely needed.
Handoff here from the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Oh, he can't connect with the wideout that time. Incomplete.
It's just so hard in these late-game situations when you're trailing by this much to try to get the ball downfield against nickel or dime coverage. They're inviting you to take that underneath throw, hoping you burn the clock as you go.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. The pass is off target. He got hit as he grew as the third down pressure works.
Love the idea of the defense getting more speed on the field, whether it's nickel or dime, get as many defensive backs on the field as you can, and then sit back when you're working with this kind of lead in the fourth quarter. You don't want to give up the big play, force them to throw underneath, tackle them inbounds, and keep that clock moving.
Trying for a fourth down completion. On the move now. He's going to take off. No, he didn't get there. Tackled short of the marker. That is a crushing play as they try to cut into this lead. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. That's a solid gain out of the Wildcat, but not enough for the first down.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. Really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Pounding away with the run game. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. Now it's third and short from the 30. Chance for the defense to make a play here and perhaps force a field goal attempt. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Tries to get it to the running back. And they get the completion. They make the tackle, but that's enough to set him up first down at the 15.
Chris, another accurate throw by this quarterback, and this guy has just been on fire all game long, over 200 yards passing, but more importantly, making great decisions for this offense and put them in a position to win this game.
Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
Oh, this defense, if there's any chance of getting back in this game, you can't give up a big gain like this on first down.
The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down.
This receiver is putting on a show today. That is 3 trips to the end zone already. And based on how this defense is playing against him, this may not be the last time we see him in the end zone today.
And the extra point was up and good. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Tackle number 31, so makes a good choice bringing it out of the end zone. Offense makes its way on the field to get the drive started. We'll hand it off. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Getting set. Here's second down. Looking to throw here. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there, but now it's third down.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
Very long, looking to throw. Looking for his big tight end. And that one's picked off. What a play.
Well, that interception really about cost him the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. QB keeper all the way. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, that's what we call assignment football by the defense. They took away the back inside, and there's a perfect play to be able to stop an athletic quarterback on the option.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Throws it too far over everyone's head and incomplete.
Hey, I get that passing the football has had a lot to do with you building up this big lead, but at this point in the game, man, take care of your players, get them out of here healthy, run the football, and get out with a win.
That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
This defense is trying to do anything they can to get back in the game. The fact this offense is still throwing the ball, who knows, maybe a tip pass, maybe an interception, anything they can do to get the ball back.
They fake it. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He's looking to throw. So the gamble does not pay off. They might regret passing up the 3 points.
Well, let's credit the defense here for not being fooled. They had great awareness, but kind of a calculated decision by the head coach to try the fake. Even if you don't get it, the risk's worth it. And your opponent still has to drive more than half the field to be able to pick up some points.
On the run here, lets it go. Goes to his right side there for the completion. He makes the stop, but a big play moves the ball to the red zone.
Hey, listen, this game isn't over yet. The defense can't get too comfortable with this lead, and I know the coach isn't content with giving up plays like that at any point in the game.
They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Quarterback drops back. Checks this down to the running back. Tackle after the completion down at the 1-yard line. Interesting choice here on the goal line. 5 wide receivers on 2nd and goal.
Yeah, they run the football here. They come up with a touchdown. Obviously, this game is out of reach, but again, they're fighting to the very end, which is always good to see.
And they'll set up for the PAT. And he knocks it right through. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. On the hands team does their job and secures the recovery.
Good call here to go with this onside kick. It looked like they may have had a shot to be able to come up with this recovery. Unfortunately, they don't, and this could wrap up the ball game.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. And we're going to throw now on 1st down. Moves out of the pocket. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. And the defense will take time out to stop the clock. 20 seconds remaining. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Drops back to the shotgun, looking for an open man. And it's caught. Breaks into the clear. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal right there. Game is clearly wrapped up. The offense looking to run the lead here in the final minute. To throw it. Looking to the end zone. The pass is incomplete just across the goal line.